guys, it's Ask Anastasia, and I want to do this video today about the difference between flipping or keeping for a rental income. I just had this conversation with a guy our path crosses all the time. He's also doing real estate here in Cincinnati. Young guy, he's in his 30s, and we always have this conversation about what is better. What is better, to flip or to hold for a long time income? I would say because we are in the different stages of our life, that's why the different. And he's young, he has a family, he has kids, and he's trying to build his wealth by buying houses, fixing them, and then selling them. And he's making great money. He's an immigrant like I am, but he came from, I believe, Cuba. I'm not sure really. So let me lay you some example of what is our main differences, and let you decide which one will work for you. So let's say you find a house for like $30,000, because that's price range that we are looking, both of us. And in this $30,000, you can probably spend about 20 to 30 to fix it. And here is where difference comes. So we have the same case, right? I spent $50,000, and then what I'm doing, I'm renting it. And I'm renting it mostly, as you know, I'm working with Section 8. And I am not buying any house that is 3-bedroom or less. I'm trying to get 3, 4, 5-bedroom, because these houses has the most demand, and they're renting it really fast, and it looks like tenants stay longer. So again, it's just hypothetical case, right? So I spent $50,000, and it's rented out for somewhere from $1,000 to $1,200 every month. So after all expenses, and expenses I mean taxes, insurance, it's probably leaving you with $1,000 every month. And I'm assuming that you have the money to buy the property, and you have the funds to fix the property too. But if you do not, what you can do is, fix the house, rent the house, and then you're turning to the banks and you're getting money out of the property. It's called refinancing. And usually if you buy a property for $30,000 and put 20 on it, most likely it's gonna be appraised for more than you put in. It will be appraised not for $50,000 that you put in, but probably 60, 75. And usually banks will not give you all the money. Like let's say house appraised for $75,000, bank will not lend you $75,000. They're gonna lend you 80% of appraised value. So there is a guy called appraisal, and his whole profession is to go to the houses, look at the comps, and comps, it's whatever houses it's in this neighborhood that sold recently in the last 6 months, and for how much is sold. So he's looking at comparable houses and telling the bank that, okay, I believe my options that this house value, it's about $75,000. And you can get money that you spend, all your money, you can get it out. Like you spend $50,000, you get $50,000 out, so you can go ahead and buy your next property. But what's happening right now, because you get the money out of the bank, you have to pay them. But guess what? I mean, so many people don't realize that borrowing $50,000 from the bank, your monthly payment, it's gonna be around $200 every month. So what's happening, in my case, that's what we argue with Juan all the time. In my case, I put $50,000 in, and 6 months I get my 50,000 out. I'm paying the bank $200 every month, but I'm getting rent. I'm getting $1,000 rent every month, from which I'm paying $200 mortgage. And it's gonna continue, I hope, for the rest of my life. And it's like, it's all up to you. If your goal, my goal was to make $3,000 every month, you know, and right now I'm not there yet, but I mean, it will happen pretty soon. When all this mortgage is gonna be paid off, you know, I'm gonna get money every month, and I don't need to go and work. And from what I know, if my calculation is right, you know, if you're making $15 an hour, you're probably bringing home about $1,500 every month. So just think about it. To replace your income, you just need 2 houses. And then you continue to work, you continue to work. You don't want to work, you don't need to work. Juan thoughts about it. He would buy a house for $30,000 the same way like I do, but he would probably put like 30 in it, fixing it, and he gonna do it really nice, you know, because when you're selling house, it's little different than you're doing for rental. So he gonna put about 30,000, and then he's buying in a better neighborhoods. Like, you need to check for how much houses were sold in the neighborhood. So let's say he gonna put 60,000 in, and he gonna sell it for 100, and he make profit of $40,000, you know. And what his idea is that you can immediately go and buy another one and do the same, and go buy another one and do the same. My concern about this approach, that all what you're doing, yes, you're making great money, but what you're doing, first of all, don't forget, if you're flipping house, you need to pay taxes on it. If you spend 60,000 and you sell house for 100,000, it's closing cost involved with selling, you know, like you need to pay a real estate agent, you need to pay escrow, you need to pay title, and then when you're selling it, and let's say you sold it for 100,000, you deduct 60 that you spent, and on $40,000, I believe your capital gain tax, it's about 25%. So if you make 35,000, 25% out of it, it's like what, $8,000? And probably it's take you 3, 4, 5 months to do it. So you're just really getting a job, you know, high paying job, but it's really, really hard work. So I just want to share my thoughts about it. You know, there is so many people online who are talking about, oh, flipping is the best, you know, and you can make a lot of money. I never did a flip, and I have an opportunity right now to do it, and it can be great money, but I'm scared, really, because, you know, like, what if you put all this money in and then you cannot sell? I don't know. What do you think? Is it worth to try it? And it's another thing that I want to talk to you about. Like, I understand that me throwing all these numbers, oh, you just buy a house for 30,000, you know, most of us don't have this kind of money, me neither. So what I did, and what I highly recommend to do, is to take a look on your credit, you know, because most of the houses that I'm buying it on my credit. I have big lines of credit, you know, and they give me like 0% financing for about 12 months. So if I find a house for 30,000, I just try to check from credit card, you know, and try to check to the escrow company, and they deposit it there, and then I'm just paying minimum payment, which is about $500 per month. I have a good line of credit with Home Depot, you know, so all the materials I'm buying there. And then when house is rented, I'm going to the bank, pulling all this money, like equity, out of the house, doing refinancing and paying off my credit. So credit card that I borrowed, 20,000, 30,000, and then all materials, and that's how I'm doing. Okay guys, I appreciate you. I hope it was helpful. Please leave me your ideas and like the video. If you did not subscribe, please do. Thank you all. Love you.